Hey there, gorgeous! So nice to see you! Today I'm going to be showing you how to get a flawless base with no foundation. Really great for right now, especially because it is so hot. I'm not wearing a lot on my face right now. I know a lot of you aren't either. But if you want to have a little bit of something that's not heavy and that won't interfere with this heat, this is for you. Okay, so the first thing that I do is apply a sunscreen. So the one that I'm using here is the Biore UV. This has an SPF of 50 in it. And even though I don't show it in my videos, always apply it to the back of your hands, your chest, and your neck also. Then apply a moisturizer of your choosing. I'm going with the one from Alchemist today. This is a thicker, richer type of moisturizer. It's one of those that does a great job of hydrating the skin, but it doesn't affect how the makeup wears underneath or over the top. You know what I'm saying? You can feel the intensity of it after you apply it. I'm going to wait and let this sink into my skin for about 10 minutes to fully get the, what do you call it? I don't know. I am not gifted with the words today. I'm gonna let it sink in my skin, okay? And we'll do the next step. In the event that you did not have time to wait, you can also use blotting papers to get rid of the excess oil from the moisturizer if you so choose to. The next step is to take either a color corrector or a concealer. If you are looking for a really excellent color correcting line to use, I highly recommend Graftobian. They are one of my absolute favorite brands for color correction. This is their green color corrector. It is excellent for, if I can open it, minimizing redness in the skin and correcting those minor little areas. And they also have purple, yellow, etc. for minimizing other discoloration issues that you may want to tone down. So the way that I usually will apply products like this onto my skin is I'll first use the color corrector. I'm not going to use it today because my face doesn't look that red. I mean, it looks pretty good. But if I were going to use it today, I would apply it into the areas where I have a little bit of redness and then blend it out. And the great thing about Graftobian is that it's one of those products you can wear all by itself and it's not detectable on the skin. So it's really excellent. Now with the other colors, like the yellows and the purples, those you may need to cover with a little bit of a tinted moisturizer or a concealer over the top in this next step that I'm getting ready to do. So just to make you aware of it. The green is one of the few that you can wear all by itself in my experience. Then I take the concealer. I'm using the Catrice Cosmetics True Skin High Cover Concealer. This is one of my favorites of the moment because it is waterproof and it has been fabulous in this summer heat. It's one of the few very affordable concealers I've used in a long time that does not crease and will not fall apart in heat. But it's very pigmented. But you don't need much. So the way that I have been applying it is I will take a dab and put it on the inner corner of the eyes and then also a little bit on the outer corner. And with my finger I'll blend that real quickly here. The less you use, the better. And with concealer, especially one of this caliber, you don't need much. For the rest of the face, you can either take the concealer all by itself, or you can mix it in with a little bit of moisturizer. It's completely up to you. Either way, I'm gonna take a little bit of concealer and work from the middle of the face out. That usually provides the best coverage without having to apply a whole lot. And so I apply it pretty much like that. You can use a brush, sponge, or your fingers. It's completely up to you. I like to use my fingers. And I will take it like that. And just blend it out around the face. One of the areas that sometimes can need a little bit more correction too is right here under the folds of the nose. So if you need to apply a little bit of concealer there and blend it out, just remember that less is more. Very similarly to how I applied a very small amount on the eyes, very, very small amount there, and then I would just blend it out like so. But you can see, even with the incredibly small amount that I had there, I got really great coverage. Everything is blended out. And if you feel the need to, take a brush, a buffing brush of any kind. Let's see. I'm gonna take a flat brush like this and just lightly go over the edges to diffuse any lines that can be lingering behind and make sure everything is blended out. To give your face some color, you can add a cream cheek. The one I'm using today is from Mehron. This is the one in Shell Pink. I'm taking a densely packed brush. This is actually the e.l.f. Putty Primer Applicator brush, but it works really great for cream blush. And I'm going to apply that on the tops of the cheeks. And what I like about the Mehron blushes is that you really don't need much for application, and it provides a small flush of color on the skin that doesn't look overstated. You can also add a cream highlighter if you would like. The one that I'm going to use is from Florence by Mills. This is the one in Self Love, and it's a beautiful highlight. You put it right there on the tops of the cheeks. You can see there it adds a little bit of glow without being too overdone. But one thing that you can do in the event that you feel like you need to set everything and keep any excess shine at bay is take a blotting paper, like I had talked about earlier, and just lightly go over your T-zone with it, and that will help to get rid of the excess shine. See? Ooh, ugh, bleh. You can also add a setting spray. Really been enjoying this one from JOAH. It helps keep everything in place and locks it down. I love this method because it's quick, it's lightweight, and it does not feel cakey, because I don't know about you, but the worst thing in the summer heat that you can feel is this gross cakiness on your face. And so this eliminates all of that, and it's been one of my go-to favorites. So if you've been looking for something, I hope that you found this helpful today. Feel free to share your summer makeup tips below as well, and I look forward to seeing you for another video very soon.